Hello, and welcome back to the Kerbal Space Program. My name is WW but you already know that. We've got the Tylotug back on the way to its correction burn. So let's aim at maneuver node. Nicely enough, it does have enough torque, even if it doesn't have any RCS, because I'm an idiot. What's that? As if I'd ever put a frickin' satellite between Kerbin and Eve for no reason whatsoever. I mean, eventually on the reusable thing, I'll have a system of relays there, but, you know. Anyway. At this distance, the burn being a minute earlier or later doesn't really matter. So I'll just go ahead and say close the alarm, unpause, focus view on Joule, and do this exact burn right the heck now. Except that we don't want to actually crash into Joule. So yeah. That's it. Yeah. Once we are here at the periapsis of our Joule encounter, we're going to go down to a somewhat eccentric orbit around Joule that will not get us past any planets and any point. So we're always above or below their plane and can easily stay there for a while until the entire thing with the Tylo lander is done, since that's eventually going to need to land. However, the next thing to happen is the correction burn on the hot seat to Dres coming home, so jump to that. Engineer. Who would have thunk? I'll over-engineer the ship. Again, at this distance, it doesn't really matter much if we burn right now or in a minute. So I'm just going to wait for the pause and just immediately do the burn, because it should be fine. Anyway, I'm also going to focus you on Kerbin, and then we're going to basically get this encounter. See. These are about to burn out. Also never bothered getting rid of these, did I? Wait. Oh yeah, because I thought that would damage that, so I wouldn't. Why do I have solar panels on here and on here? I don't quite remember how I was supposed to use this. By the way, to combat my inability of remembering stuff, what we're going to do in the future, in the next, like, series, we're not going to, have multiple missions at the same time. Dude, this looks so fucking good, by the way. We're not going to have multiple missions at the same time. We're just going to have one mission at a time and time warp until the end of that mission every time. We've escaped the gravitational influence of Edo. That happened. We're on the last fumes on that engine. Bye. Have a nice day. Boom. Nice. So, just to show how much I over-engineered this, if I add a maneuver at periapsis here to just stop and deorbit from here without any further correction burns, that's a shorter deorbit, and that's 2,800. So I can basically just dead stop there with my 2,900 delta V and be fine. Which means we're not going to do much of a correction burn. I mean, we are going to do a correction burn, but like out when we come in, we're going to burn in a bit. That's about it. So we get more of the Oberth effect while slowing down. Yeah, that's basically the thing we're gonna do. But until then, we've got the Pop Tuggin Lander doing some stuff. Since that's the actual only Joule 5 mission that it hasn't encountered its target yet. That's the only mission of the 5 Joule missions. It's not one big Joule 5. This looks so cool every time. Either way. So, this is a correction burn to encounter Bob eventually. Wait, I need to... Yeah, to encounter Bob. Game just didn't want to encounter there for a moment. So yeah, that's the next thing to happen. We do not have any sort of connection home right now, so we cannot aim at maneuver node as per this not being able to do anything, and just the Kerbal being able to do anything. And the Kerbal is currently Bill Kerman, who is a scientist or engineer. Which one was the scientist? Which one was the engineer? I always forget. Engineer. Bill is an engineer, not a pilot. Yeah. So we're going to aim here. This is also one of the engines that will land back at Kerbin. You know what? I am really looking forward to the reusable thing that I'm gonna do after this. Just for the reusability of everything. No space junk, no nothing. Oh, there we have a few connections every now and then when we're in the range of the relay satellite. Like now. Which still doesn't give me the ability to aim at maneuver node because the core doesn't actually know how to do that. That's fine though. Close the alarm and unpause. And then we'll do this nice little burn. There we go. Now have a look at Bob. I can basically stop there without using much Delta V. Should be fine. If I stop into an orbit out here, oops. Yeah. 150. Basically nothing. So we are fine. Good. Next thing to happen is that encounter. Also got that in. Close. Encounter. Hold retrograde. Basically time warp to periapsis. Z. X. We've got 59 days before the Tylo tug with lander does anything, so we might as well land. Okay. We're going to release the Kraken. Kraken being the lander. Kappa. You are going to activate your engine and control from here. SAS on. And basically dock with this thing. Hold retrograde. Gear out. Pressure, temperature, F5. We'll eventually get the message of not being able to time warp. We've got a suicide burn delta V of 250, which we're probably not going to manage to get to. We are 5,000 meters above ground. Going to go ahead and slow down a bit. Surface. We entered suborbital flight and the sphere of influence and first flyby and stuff. Can you stop spinning when I'm not telling you to? Hold retrograde. There we go. We basically can do 18 meters a second that we just were at in like a second or something. So I have absolutely no doubts that we will be landing nicely. And a little micro lander. I'm hardly burning. And I'm slowing down. As I said, landing on Bob, Pole, and Gilly is basically docking, not landing. We should hit an appropriate landing speed just as we are about to touch down. And touchdown. You can turn the light off. It's bright day outside. F5 for safety. Leave seat. Jump back into orbit. Excuse me? Can you just stand up, please? EVA report. Surface is very brown and lumpy. You poke it at it with your glove and notice how hard it is. Take surface sample. You dig through the surface and find a little sphere. It looks a bit like an egg. Is that a special Easter egg? I am recording this on Easter Sunday. Is that an Easter egg? Like a pretty literal Easter egg? Plant flag. Bob's Easter egg. Okay. That's the first landing. And the first flag. RCS on. Land back on your seat. Take data. Take data. And board. Control from here. Log temperature. Log seismic data. And log pressure. Still nothing. Definitely just a space rock. Okay. And then we basically chase this. Where are you? Oh, over there. Good. Okay. There we've got our encounter, basically. That's just 10 kilometers apart with basically wait, let's just adjust this a little bit. I love you. Click-through Brockhart is definitely working. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I'm basically going to get to this encounter and fly the rest normally. Any more and you'll go down again, yeah. Like, that's no distance whatsoever for the frickin' non-existent amount of speed we'll be having, so still the next thing to happen. Those Fine. There at the ascending node, we can burn down and actually get this encounter down to where we need it to be. Just a little bit more slowing down or something, and we basically have 3.9. That's fine. Boom. Gotcha. So we shut this down. We transfer the liquid fuel from you into the center stack. Oxidizer can stay because don't have a use for it. And then we are going home on the next Joule to Kerbal window. So that's the thing. That's not going to get another use, so make sure this is in its own stage. Good. Then the next thing to happen is the Tylotug with Lander getting another maneuver node. Oh. What's first? We've started constructing the first stational ramp up? No, we didn't. Why would you think that? Either way, let me have a look. Oh yeah. I wanted to look how much I could make this that's a lathe encounter. Okay. Now, if I was to out here, burn forward or backward. Will basically not do anything. Okay. Up or down? Down does. For a while. Honestly, I need lathe parry abscess of 1.9. Okay. This way is the wrong way. Okay, basically this burn and we get a little bit more out of it than we would. That's 0.5 seconds, that's 2.3 meters a second. That's literally nothing. And I will be doing this with my RCS. Cause screw using my fuel for that. Should be fine. Okay, lathe encounter is not coming up until way later. That is gone, so that's fine. So next thing, hot seat to Dres arrives home. $73. And add periapsis. We slow down. Okay. That's ridiculously easy. We're home. Where did the clouds go? Oh. I think I broke the game. Node burn in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So Gilani Kerman is coming home on a very hot seat, because that's the heat shield. And that's what's behind the heat shield. So yeah, in the end, so far all hot seats worked for all planets and returned without a problem, except for the Eve hot seat that can't really dock to its transfer engine and can basically not be built any further because it's too big. Screw it. 14. So we're basically landing here. Ish. Is what I say. So, next thing to happen, this decouples this... Yeah, basically all. 3, 2, 1. Go. Have up be up on the nav ball. And as always, if all else fails, we can easily leave the seat and land on the personal parachute. Okay. I guess we'll need that. We're not even in the thicker part of the atmosphere yet, and we're stopping the re-entry effects. Okay. How far off was I? Oh, hey, we have clouds now. But yeah, I said we'd come down here, and we're coming down here. That's the islands I said we'd be coming down near. So we're basically just waiting for the pressure to build up on the atmosphere for the chute to pop. There we go. So we can time warp until 1,000 meters. Meters a second, not even. Of course, the recovery ship for Galani is already on the way. That's 30 meters at normal speed. And touchdown. Recover vessel. And we successfully returned from Dres. With a whole lot of data. And Galani at level 3. So yeah, whole lot of data, so let's boom, boom, boom. And then we basically just need to wait for the rest to come home for another 2,500, 2,300, basically 2,110. Or 160. And we'll have everything unlocked. Career done. So, world first. Return from surface of Dres. Flyby, orbit, scientific data. Experimental data from the surface of Dres. Science data from space around Dres. Oh yeah. Contracts. Those are still a thing. Surface of Eve, never gonna happen. Data from space around Tylo, eventually gonna happen. Either way, next thing to happen is our Elu ship actually still in orbit of Elu? I think I already had that fly home, didn't I? Because then I can just delete the Elu window. That's in an hour. Hot seat to Elu. No, that's still orbiting. So we're going to plan our way home from Elu, starting in the next episode. Till then, leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more. And until next time, I'm WW Dadman. Bye.